fight the power like Big Chuck.
What's the status, String?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon.
Peace in the
Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I give sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't feel satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war, the attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky.
Bing, bing. I am a little late, but it's better late than never showing up and putting food on the plate. I was caught up watching Bro Sanchez stream the other day. He showed a clip of I think it was Jeranism created this fake footage of outer space. Man, he got all the Globetrotters. That's my new word for them, Globetrotters. They be trotting all over the place with their tricks and theories and fallacies. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I said map, but never pay no mind to the title. I just have to put one, so anything could happen. You know, sometimes I like to put stuff that I know people don't like, see who shows up, you know? I like to play mind games sometimes. Maybe I'm a little demented. What's up, Jay Height in peace? Paula, it's good to see you here, Paula. I miss Paula coming by. Everyone has something to offer because everyone's unique in their own way. Peace, Melissa. Yeah, it's pretty crappy today. It's raining again. I should have recorded the clouds, man. They were looking. The clouds look like an ocean with a hurricane over it. The clouds looked manipulated, super manipulated. I would love to get Bro Sanchez on here. I wonder how much it would cost for an hour of his time. I have to email him to find out. Even though I didn't like that move he did, which that was so long ago, I don't even care about that shit no more. But, you know, I gotta give him his credit for opening my eyes so much. And then it allowed me to go down my own path and do my own thing. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. I'm trying to think of something very interesting. I've been looking into how these phones read minds or can read brain. I'll call them brain waves or thought waves, brain pattern. I don't know what to call it. How was that? Oh, thank you, Melissa. I just seen that. Man, I highly appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for the donation. I don't know if you wanted me to say anything or not, but too late now. Yeah, see, like people say a lot of things about Sanchez, but one thing they can't take from that man is what he brings to the table. His personal life shouldn't matter. I mean, he ain't doing nothing evil, like, as far as I know, doing anything to children or, you know. So, what he does, even if he was in the Masonic Lodge, what does that matter? The message overpowers that. Yeah, I wanted to thank you anyway, Melissa, because I don't know how it don't let you say anything on these things, so I could say thank you back. So I got to figure out who's hiding people on my channel. Because I remember back in the days, people were asking me to give people wrenches. I don't even know them. And those people don't even come by here no more. So I'll figure something out. I got to look who got wrenches. Um, Somebody's been hiding Gabriel's. It was a whole line of like comments he made. They were all hidden. And I looked one day. I'm like, damn, no wonder I haven't been getting comments. But people do that because they have nothing better to do, I guess. Let me see. What can I look? I was gonna share Sanchez a few things from Sanchez live, but last time I did that, it got taken down. So I never ever again shared any of his stuff. No, I'm pretty sure I even emailed him and asked him. It's not about making nothing off his name, but that's fine. Locksmith, yeah, he's a good lyricist. Pretty much, Jay High, and it's but there's still haters out there, um, and people pop in once in a while. There's a few haters I have. Even people have made videos about me. They don't even know me. I never even heard of those people. But you know, I gotta expect that because people always call names and That's the only defense they have. It's like fourth grade shit. I need to find some more sources of old maps. Maps for so long that I just come across the same maps over and over and over. I gotta figure out maybe if I could get into a Russian library or Chinese library website, which would be probably hard. To find some really good old maps. I'm gonna try right now. Share the screen. Abraham. What map is this? Oh, we have this map. This map's pretty cool, but unfortunately, it doesn't. It doesn't. Doesn't allow. It's not like not that it don't allow, but the so come on, man. Huh. Wonder if I could flip this around. Let's see. What does this mean? 3. What's original? What's square? Man, this shit's slow as fuck. Hold on. I think it's slow because of this. Take that background off. There we go. Jeez, this takes forever, huh? Alright, fuck that. I'll look for something better. We're gonna go into mind reading technology. Elon Musk never like, this stuff is scary as shit to me, man. What is it their business what we think? That's like the ultimate prison. If people are all for it, yeah, man, let's get a neural leak in our brain. And once many people get it in their brain, that's when they're gonna realize it's gonna be that part of the video. At this moment, they realize they fucked up. Yep. This reminds me of scanner. Same thing. What's that smell? Yeah, they can travel outside our brain. Ha! No, I gotta save that image. I'm gonna use this. A voodoo doll. A voodoo doll. Says artificial intelligence is now able to decode brain activity to unlock emotions, productivity, and even pre-conscious thought, according to a futurist. Wearable technology that's already available is assisting the brain wave monitoring tech. I was watching videos on nanotech, and let's do this. Okay. Hey, man, I want to make this one page. Forgot how to do this. Fuck. Guess I can. Ah, talk about a waste of paper, man. Man, they got more blank pages. Okay. Yeah, that's boring. Hey, Max Vision. I got a couple maps. The crazy part, Max, is I was thinking this morning, how could I get a message to Max? Peace, Hurricane JW. Right. Fuck. Wow.
What up, Chuck?
So, control. Huh. And I gotta figure out new ways to find some maps, man. Let's see. Oh.
Earth is flat, man. They got to get a better name for that shit. Flat Earth.
Yeah, there's too much misinformation out there. Problem. National Library of Russia. Now we're talking. It's probably a fake bucket. It's probably all in Russian. Nope. Okay. Great maps. Huh. Oh, here we go. Maps. Foreign printed maps and atlases. That's a remark. Um, catalogs, digital library, electronic, see collection. Why is it so difficult for them to put maps up here? Why you gotta jump through all these hoops? Fucking maps. They got to make you do all this. First Cadet Corps Library. Come on. Primo. That's that Primo stuff. Here we go. You find anything new, Max Vision? Any new maps or? This was a dead end. Huh. Watch this be in Russian. Is it me or getting a run around here? Let's see. Oh shit. No, I never seen any of these maps. What's this? Secret knowledge in plain sight. Sometime today. Fuck. Clicked on the map an hour ago. Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, I've been looking for this map. Good version of it with high resolution. When the Earth was flat, now it's not, huh? When it was flat, that's what they're trying to say. Shit. During lockdown, picture that. Picture them locking Chuck down. When they were telling people to stay inside last time, I didn't even know that was going on. I was outside, like, where is everyone? Ding dongs are inside. His mama told him to stay inside. All right. In the Middle Ages, scientific knowledge was on the decline. The church reigned supreme. And all the forces of human thought were focused on theology. Interesting. So people were focused on theories, not facts. No wonder we're fucked. Other sciences were considered unnecessary at best and even harmful. Yeah, the science they teach today. The church father, the science they teach today is a religion. That's why they're so mad when the truth comes out, because their paradigm is weak.
Well, they've tainted science. That there is real science, and then there's fucked up illusion science, lies, like signs of lies.
Right, that's what I mean. The real science is overshadowed by the paradigm of an illusion.
Yeah, the scheme.
They relied on statements of the saints. The following reasoning is attributed to Saint Damien. Interesting. The Satanist Damien, or the Satanist Benedict, was not famous or learnedness? Never heard of that word for learnedness. Satanist Andrew rejected Pilate for the sake of the gospel. What can science give Christians? Nothing. Neither can give each other any. A Satanist. I like this map. Whatever this scribble thing is. That sucks. Can't even zoom in. See what happens if I save it. There's even no name for it. Yeah, this map's garbage. I just downloaded it, and it's just so blurry. It's garbage. That was Pietro Visconti's. I had the other day. I had such a good high resolution of this map. I think you were at work, Max. This is another chart of the Siberian land. It's one of the most craziest maps I've ever seen. It looks like a leaf with veins. Let's see if I can get this map. Stop playing. Let me fucking copy this. There we go. Copy. Go here. Then, hold on. Let me see what else I got. Or have. If anyone wants to come up, Max, anyone, more than welcome to. They got anything cool. I know, Max, you had sent me that PDF. I still didn't look into it about remote. I think it was remote. Something with technology and it being, I don't know if it had to do with nanotech, but that's one of my biggest worries right now is this nanotech stuff. It's already in everybody. Classified Russian maps. Let's see. What's so classified? It ain't classified no more. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Alright, not playing these games. See ya.
Hi, Charles.
What's up, Max? How's everything going?
Good to see you. Everything's going good. Had a rough week. Slept a lot.
Sleep is like rejuvenation.
Yep. Yeah. Don't worry about the nanotech too much. I try to teach people you've heard about the piloerection, right? How to give yourself goosebumps, right?
Yeah.
So that's really a good defense against that, and cleansing yourself, right? Try to minimize the amount of it that's in you. But they don't really need that. They can still get into your body through your blood, bone, and tissues. So it's just a more convenient way. That's all. Just makes it more convenient.
Maybe they
We-
just want to send a fear tactic, you know?
Yeah, we can beat it. You can shut the right out of your body. We've been practicing, been encouraging people to practice that during remote viewing. It does seem to help quite a lot. So there is an effect from it.
Yeah, what is that remote viewing you do? Like you give a number to a picture and you tell people to close their eyes. I was pretty interested in that.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what it is. Yeah, we connect, to the ether and each other, and get messages, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. So it's a randomized, so you can't tell what it is. You don't get any information other than a number. So it's all from the connection we make or your mind. And yeah, you can really get some great results out of that. Yeah, that's quite a thing to learn, Jay Heighton. Um, it does happen naturally, but you can cause it to happen through your thoughts and intentions, right? I use a breathing technique that kind of helps sometimes. Just forcing my breath out, like trying to push that energy through me. Uh, for guys, when you're going to the bathroom and you feel that trickle down the back of your neck after you're done, it's kind of the start of the feeling. And then you make that radiate throughout your whole body. Just that tickly trickle feeling. The remote viewing is pretty much proven real. I can send you, what is it, Gateway Process. I also have a couple of documents where they tested remote viewing at Laurentian University, where they could turn it on or turn it off with pulsing magnetic fields.
Wow. Hold on. So how would I download this? Mention. Okay. Current. So this is the current one I'm using. So how?
Gonna have to jump out for a few minutes here or there. I got a buddy dropping something off, and right now I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Download all sizes. No, I don't want to do that. Just want to download this one size. Maybe this is the way. Do-do. Let's see. Perfect. Perfecto. Now there's more maps than this one. Oh, here it is, 1513. This thing's still fucking. Fifteen. Now what you do is let it. See, Greece. Allow me to simply zoom in. Not really. What the fuck is going on here? Map of the island of Sardinia. Map of the Calabrian coast from Catanzaro to Seychelles. Fuck that map. Rhode Island. This ain't Rhode Island. That was fucking lame. Yeah, I didn't even press that.
Hi, Melissa.
I don't know certain map I'm looking for by him. It's not here. He's got all these other drawings. Got this one map. I wanted that other one. That was allegedly his. I think it's this one. The other one I sent you. So it was Puri Reese that did that map. The one with the green continents that I sent you, Max.
Okay, yeah. The Perry
You
Reese
asked me
map?
who. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that he did that. Nice. High resolution. The Mysteries of the Puri Reese Map. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Oh, wow. It's got the blemmies.
Oh, it dissects it like we did and looks at each story, eh? That's cool.
Yeah. The present day, no one believes in inhabitants of the region of the Baikal Lake, probably destroying that name, that we see in this image. taken from the medieval Book of Wonders. I'm gonna have to look for that book. Write that down.
That sounds good.
I had recently downloaded this book. It has a lot of old artwork. I don't know if I sent you a copy of it yet.
Nope. I was just checking my email.
Book of Wonders. How much?
The Kitab al-Bulhan, or Book of Wonders, is a 14th or 15th century Arabic manuscript compiled by Hassan es-Hafani, probably bound during the reign of Jalal Sultan Ahmad in 1410 in Baghdad. Let's see if we can find some images. Yeah, lots. Wow. Heavily illustrated book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if you can get a copy of that, that'll be fun. It's just showing different pages, all like page after page of different stuff.
If you want to share, you're welcome to.
Sure. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm just on the search at the moment.
Flat Earth Andy, peace.
I don't know if that's it. A lot of these pictures.
When I share and I speak, it works out. Wow, those look like sardines.
Yeah. Sardines and other creatures. There's turtles, and they all look dead. Probably a field after the flood or something. That's really cool. Look at the snake he's got. Can't see what's going on there. Oh, that's freaky. It's like a Medusa mermaid. Weird.
Why is it gonna let me pick?
They got some weird chimeric creatures going on here. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if you could find all the pictures or not. Let's see, what does it say here? Oh. Book of Wonders, Wikipedia. Let's try Wiki, see what they say. Okay, they have a gallery. That's good. Okay, let's look at their gallery.
So that's where these pics. I've seen, I think, some of these pics before.
Nope. Oh. Let's see if we can zoom in. Showing full screen. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, I can't get in on it. Oh, that's wild. There's demons underneath these people warming their floor. That's bizarre. How do you get to the next one?
It's like, what are they trying to tell us? Some sort of tower. Looks like someone's in that tower. Look at their face. Like it's.
Trying to get what's going on there. Let's see. Let's pull in. Nope, can't zoom that one. A little bit there. Looks like it's kind of on fire too. Something orange down there. I don't know, maybe. And a woman kissing the giant ball on top of it. Weird.
All right. Oh, I gotta take this out.
Oh, oh. Huh. So a pit with a dragon and wild men, looks like. Oh, that's weird. That one guy's riding the dragon and either biting or kissing it. I don't know what.
Yeah, there's a lot of dragons I've noticed in a lot of old art.
Yeah.
I question, what is it symbolizing? You know, besides an actual dragon, I think some of them might symbolize dragon like energy.
Well, there are plenty of dragons on the landscape. Lots of little ones. But, you know, there's 2 or 3 gigantic ones. And then I found some that are around 50 miles long. They range. They seem to go through different stages of size, from gigantic, coming down to the Greek stories where they were like almost like bird or eagle size, protecting trees.
I think they still exist in these outer lands.
Maybe.
I think giants still, like 12, 14 feet giants are still around. They could be traveling underground.
Yeah.
I think so much is being hidden from us.
They could still be under the ice, or under Antarctica, or the North Pole, or I think there is a dragon under the ice in Antarctica. Can't be sure, but unless we're a government official, then we can know. That's neat. Oh, cool, dude. Huh. Looks like a happy guy. Yeah, Year of the Dragon. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Or the rat. No, rat was last year.
All right. Sorry, I had to step away to get more coffee.
That's all right.
Yeah, a lot of people left unless they're playing with my. That's all right. They're missing out on a good
That
stream.
happens.
Yeah, not everyone is always interested in what I'm interested in. That's fine.
Yeah. Is that it? That's all the photos.
And I was gonna almost download that book. I'm glad I didn't.
I don't know if there's more or not. These are the ones they show. I didn't look at that one closely.
To tell you the name of the book that I downloaded. Maybe you've read it or heard of it. I got the idea from Jay Dreamers. All right. I've been looking into the the platonic solids, and
Yeah.
Bro Sanchez had a good the Nuremberg Chronicles. But the Nuremberg Chronicles I downloaded was somewhat different from Jay Dreamer's. Trying to figure out why.
Yeah, I haven't read that. I don't read a lot, but I don't know why it would be different. That's weird.
Yeah, I get it, Kimba, but you know, look what happens when I try to make everyone happy. It don't even work. I get stepped on, so.
Yeah, you get blue in my channel if I know you for long enough, and then you're blue.
No, it's not about wrenches. I was just some people that come here, they don't get along with other people, and
yeah,
like
that happens a little bit on my channel too.
so it's like I've tried to like say nothing about it, but yeah, I know, Kimba.
Yeah, because they should really sort it out themselves and just learn to get along or ignore each other. You know.
Yeah,
I don't
like
understand
people have
why.
differences, and I get it. That's life.
Yeah.
But I see the bigger picture. So even if I don't like something about someone, it's usually never anything that is life changing. You know, it's just I look past that, see the bigger picture. It's like playing on a team. You might not like everyone on the team, but you're a team. You gotta look past that. But life's great because people are unique and different. Imagine if everyone was the same, dressed the same, and there's one religion. It would be so boring. And
I don't like people who agree with everything I say. Really, I like different opinions. I like different ways of looking at things. How boring would it be if everybody thought the same way as me? I would be bored as hell.
Like I could come up here and I could make presentations and just go in and put everything I've learned. But then it just makes it easier for people, and they don't research. I want people to go and look up what I speak about, because not listening to what I say and looking into stuff, you'll learn more than just going by what I say, leaving it at that. And I appreciate you saying, like, Kimba was one of my good friends that I met through my channel.
Mm-hmm.
She sees it like people sometimes try to destroy my live stream and stuff, but I'm the type of person that I'll let them do it, let them hang themselves. And I'll just sit back and see how far people will push it.
Hi, Mr. Obvious.
You know, I've seen people, like, I know you've never said nothing, Max. You just started coming over here. But that time that you left when things were getting, and a lot of good people do that. And inside it bothers me. I get mad and I'm like, damn, you know, I'm losing good people, you know, over these arguments. People don't want to be around that. So now I got to straighten my channel out.
It's not healthy for you, really.
It's not. Peace, Mr. Obvious.
Yeah, we did an interesting class, well, last night and last weekend. We did German Antarctica bases last week, and then we did non-human
Wow.
Antarctica bases last night. Got some really interesting
Damn, I
results out of
missed
there.
that part. I
Yeah.
missed some of that. Would you want to speak on some of these Antarctic German bases? That's interesting. That sounds interesting because I was looking into the German, and how they were in South America and they were stationed there. And I think because they're close to that part of Antarctica near South America, where I think you could enter and leave. Because even if you look at the Urbano Monte map, or I think the other map I use has four gates. Is it a real map? I don't know, but it has the real continents.
Hmm.
I think there is a gate in and out of this realm that you don't need a submarine.
Hmm.
The Germans, I think, definitely found that and went outside that wall and started building civilization up there. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I've heard lots of different theories on that one. Like inner Earth, like there's a big hole in the middle of the Earth that they went down. That's one of the stories. Then there's, of course, the like you were talking about, the submarine ice tunnels that you have to find. You know, but then there's possibility. Is the South Pole like the North Pole, or there's all kinds of different ways to look at it that I find fascinating. I like the one guy, the newest one I've heard was the ice wall of blue material. It's a blue material that it's super, super cold, and they tried to drill through it, and they've got like 5 miles into it, and they just keep their drills keep stopping because of the cold. And apparently this stuff it just evaporates into nothing, like it's oxygen or just a gas or something.
Another interesting topic we were speaking on yesterday of the whirlpools, and me and Faceplant were speaking on. I've showed pictures of whirlpools on maps. The Urbano Monte's one map. I found a few other ones. There's one near Iceland, Scotland. There's probably more, but they don't put them on the globes of these maps because they want people to think the moon does the tides. I think it's something more than the moon. It may be the electromagnetic energy. It could be whirlpools.
Yeah. They say there are giant whirlpools out in the middle of the ocean, just roaming around. That's a scary thought.
Yeah, this map I found right here shows it. You can see the whirlpool right there.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
In the old Greenland, I think that's at the tip of South America. Yeah.
Huh. And we've got
This
Niagara
map-
Falls up here. They've got a whirlpool. And occasionally people do die in there. You get stuck in the whirlpool and people do silly things. And they die.
This is the one near Iceland. The whirlpool on the map I found.
Yeah, they could be telling you where they like predominantly form or something too, right? Not that they're maybe not even permanent. They could be permanent, but maybe they're telling you where they form and to watch out. That could be as well. Yeah, that's terrifying.
I know you've seen this map before. I forgot the name of it, but this is just a little screenshot that has the whirlpool.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't look at the whirlpool on that map. I missed it.
Yeah.
I was so busy with the creatures. There were so many creatures.
In the Urbano Monte map, what's cool about that one is if you look closely, there's these on either side of the North Pole, there's these little like islands, and they're like the cathode and the anode. And those aren't on maps today either.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
People have said, oh, well, how come you don't see a lot of this stuff when they're flying in planes? Because everything's digitalized. They're all these airplanes are set. No one's really flying them. They're just up there in case something goes wrong. The plane's on its own. It's all GPS. It's on set flights, like set paths. Probably that go around these land. That's my opinion.
Yeah. They don't even land their own planes anymore. They're just kind of there. And then there's all the drones that are up there too right now. You get tons of drones all over the place.
Found a couple of maps that are in Chinese. Trying to find this German.
Yeah, Sky Ice, right? That's right. Hi, Danny.
These German.
Stargates in the water? Could be.
Hope I didn't take it down.
Bermuda Triangle, we looked at that. That has cities underneath it, Fools and Tools.
Yeah, that other map. It's called the Flight of the Eagle. The way the guy took the map and made a story out of it. I really liked it. It has the Blemmies, Cyclops. They took like all the different characters and made. All right, here we go. Let's see if we'll upload this. All right, so this pinpoints when Schittler was down in, I think it was Argentina, which runs along the west coast or west side of South America. I think that's Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. At the bottom there would be where Terra del Fuego is. But also in the old maps, Terra del Fuego is in Antarctica or Terra Australis. And there's many other names. They keep changing the names and the size of the land. But I think they were stationed there because they were going back and forth to the other lands, using submarines to probably not be tracked. Who knows? Thanks to Divergent, I've been very interested in that. It brings up a lot of stuff. And I found this map. That's in Chinese. I think this is a map of cables.
Oh, wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, apparently we laid a lot of cable way back. Still are, apparently, too.
This is what I think, like, we were talking about this yesterday, too. I had brought up to Joe King was on here. And these remind me of this. Like,
Yeah, that reminds me of a tiered Earth system. Like, there was one guy talked about a 7-layered Earth in tiers like that.
that's how the water recycles itself. Comes from they come from the top of the mountains down. And I seen a video yesterday of a guy in his backyard. He had a spring coming out of a cave. Nice, beautiful spring. Just pouring out. Beautiful. The water was so clear. I just wanted to jump in there and screen and drink it.
Oh, 11:33.
Because the ancestors, to me, knew more about this place than we do today.
Well, yeah, if you're not lied to your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I often think how much further we'd be ahead if they didn't lie to us about science and their knowledge of light, energy, and all that.
Boston Ray, how you doing? Danny Skylark, Fools and Tools.
So have you been watching Sabrina Wallace or Synergy there?
Me?
She's been talking about CERN. I don't know why that came to mind. I think it was the magnetic fields. Yeah, they're using CERN to mess with us too. That's one of its main purposes.
Yeah, the clouds today in Connecticut were heavily manipulated. I mean, the skies look like there's a hurricane in the sky. It looked like ocean waves, just so much energy was up there.
Yeah, they turn them into ripples sometimes around here. Looks like ocean waves, yeah.
Some people tell me, my friends say, that's the wind. And I say, no way. But there's ripples of energy.
Yeah.
Mr. Obvious said it. We're just fed a bunch of cartoons and a box of Captain Crunch. Yup. Yeah, people are content with the cartoons. I got a book here that NASA just shows a bunch of cartoons. It's like all this high-tech stuff they're allegedly has, you can't show real footage. I gotta go hiking this summer for sure.
Yeah.
Go try to find some caves to look to explore.
Unfortunately for me, I have a spot that I like to go to, but it's been taken over by homeless people. So yeah, can't take my wife there.
Yeah, this country and Canada are in serious trouble. You know, when I talk about the immigrants coming, I'm not blaming them, you know, but the government is purposely doing a lot of things to turn us into third world countries.
Yeah.
When 1999 hit, and in the city I live in, Stanley Works was the biggest factory. There's so many, it covered an entire long street, like a good 2 miles of Stanley Works factory. They were making all the tools. The history of Britain, Connecticut, and Hartford is built on factories. Thousands of people lost their jobs. Then, right then and there, when they said they were moving to China and South America, I knew this country was in for a downfall. It's not only so many factories left America, it ruined it.
Yeah. Rubbermaid, when they left, that was my signal that we'd lost the war there.
I don't ever want to accept defeat, but if the people come together and we mop out all these parasites that are just leaching onto the country, these globalists, we can rebuild everything.
Yeah. What they relied on was the weakness of people to cave in for a few dollars for themselves for trillions of dollars from us, you know.
Yeah, they'll claim bankruptcy, go overseas, they're not getting taxed, and they're making cheap labor.
Right.
How do you own a $1 billion business and file for bankruptcy? I never understood that. Like Stanley Works filed for bankruptcy. What?
Oh, they give them loans. They loan them out of existence.
Yeah, the one world order.
Like
And I don't think their plan's working.
Well, they're doing it with our countries too, right? Remember, we took U.S. and Canada, and everybody took loans from China, right?
Yeah. You know what's odd? Like, they say we're in debt. But I remember when Trump was in, he paid China off the debt. I remember him saying that. So we were at no zero debt. I don't understand how we're still in debt. And two, if we're in such debt, how are they giving 80 trillion to Ukraine, 100 trillion to this country, but we don't see any of our tax money. So
Well,
many
they just
homeless
print
people.
money. They could pay off the debt tomorrow, just print the money. But your dollar
Right.
would be worthless, you know. Not that it's not already there, you know.
Yeah, I don't want digital money. No
It's just-
way. I think digital money would be terrible.
Yeah, there was one of the
Terrible.
states that passed a law against CBDCs.
I need to move there.
So I don't think it's going to happen. They're working on trying to get us in with Bitcoin, I think, and all those other digital dollars, because those are all controlled too. It's on the net. It's under their purview. You know, there's nothing that you can really hide from them. As soon as you, like, if you had Bitcoin, and you take it off the web and put it onto a drive, right? As soon as that thing hits the web, those numbers are going to be found because they're looking for them. They're waiting for those numbers to show up.
Yeah, people don't want to break away from the system. We could start our own system because that means people would have to take a step backwards to reroute and move ahead. A lot of people don't want to move backwards. Me, I don't mind moonwalking to make a better future. I'll moonwalk backwards to reroute, no problem.
Yeah. Well, we don't really have to go that backwards because a lot of places have small, like, natural gas generators. Like my city has a lot of natural gas generators interspersed around it. So like neighborhoods could take ownership of those utilities and maintain them themselves and the roads and everything. Just cut out that's happening in some places in the U.S. They stopped paying their taxes, and they're having all the services done themselves with their money, and they have lots of money.
Yeah, the Shaq was just saying, I caught a video of one of his interviews. He said, how much you want to make a year, Mom? Oh, 750,000. Here you go. How much you make a year, Pops? 60,000 in the military. He goes, here's 500 grand a year you'll make now. So what he does is he's taking the money he makes, giving it to his parents, and writing it off. I learned this from writing off. I never knew what any of that was till I was about 24, 23. I started learning.
Who's doing that?
Shaq does it. He writes his money off
yeah?
to his parents. Yeah, he gives it to them and writes it off. Hey.
Why not?
Yeah. This guy I worked for would write me off. He would pay me a check, then write it off to get it back. And I'm like, don't do that. They're going to come after me. But in that process, I learned having a LLC, having a business, writing off what you put into the business. I was learning stuff that school didn't teach me.
That. I don't pay taxes because I use the system that you use, you know?
Right.
Very honest about that. I appreciated that. I don't pay taxes. I use the system. You guys set up the system. I use it. There you go. You want me to pay taxes? Change the system.
I don't know. I found this picture.
Hi, Sterling. DARPA produced and distributed the bioweapon.
Yeah, DARPA.
Yeah,
makes a lot of military.
They were involved, definitely. It's not what most people think, though. It's more of an electric thing than a biological.
You know, like when you go to the hospital and they take all this blood from you, I would always think, do they really need 5 vials of my blood when you only put a little drop under the microscope? Whoop. So when I learned about frequency and they always talk about frequency and cymatics and then water, but I thought, what about blood? I have yet to find a way to put my blood somewhere and hit it with sound and see if cymatics can be created in the blood, or how it affects the blood. Because I think if DNA is like a fingerprint, and everyone has their own I think the fingerprints to an individual is their fingerprint, their iris has a fingerprint that, you know, it's all different, and the sound of the voice is like a fingerprint. I've never heard anyone in my life, 43 years on this plane, never heard anyone with the exact same voice. You could mimic someone's voice, but it's not to the exact T.
Yeah.
We're meant to be unique. Now, do you think they can take genetics and like create or mimic an individual, like maybe create a synthetic womb and create another me through my brain, taking my DNA and growing it in the synthetic womb through sound? Because in the womb, we already are a cymatic in the womb. We're already a growing frequency, right? We're taking shape of our frequencies. We're a cymatic, a living biological cymatic. So maybe they could do that in the womb. They could tap into our frequency.
I'm looking for, I don't know, maybe they're doing that already. Like they claim that they have clones to, you know, put new bodies in. I don't know if that's true or not, but there, is that it? Main PDF. Here's, this just shows that they're using us. I was looking for the Corona document. Yeah.
W band, like a band with
Yeah,
band.
this is this is relay or channel allocation, dynamic channel allocation for interference mitigation in relay assisted wireless body networks. What this talking about is keeping us separate from each other in the system when they're transmitting data or using us for the cloud or blockchain or whatever. How they'll stop mitigating interference between the two bodies. So, but that shows the nodes and sensors and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think this is the PDF you sent me, because that day we were talking about nodes, and I asked
Yeah.
the black nodes of the sun and moon.
So there's sensor nodes. Those are on the outside, the greens, then the relay nodes, and then the sync in the middle. So, yeah, it's they set up these nodes, these relay nodes in you, but they tap into them with the sensor nodes on the outside. But yeah, this whole document's about how to keep the two signals apart and not have any cross contamination.
What do you know about oscillators? I heard oscillators can reset anything that's off balance in the body, certain frequency or an oscillator. I was reading about the old oscillators.
Mm-hmm.
18 something.
Yeah, I use every night when I'm sleeping, I listen to 432 and 528 hertz. That's DNA and RNA repairing. When you're my age, you'll notice the difference, like on your skin. So it probably doing some good stuff inside you.
When I sleep at night, I'm always telling my body to repair itself. You know, as I'm falling asleep, I constantly repeat it. Repair my lungs, repair. I don't know. It seems to work. I'm not saying it's factual, but why wouldn't it work?
Here's some new stuff we're looking at. Gene encoding DNA origami for mammalian cell expression. So they're playing origami with us. Oops.
You know, the whole the evil scientist with Frankenstein kind of reminds me of us. How it electric charge into Frankenstein and he rose up. Without that electric charge, we wouldn't be in existence either.
Yeah. This is the architecture of the blockchain.
Sync nodes right in your center where your gut would be.
Yeah.
No? Yeah? Huh. Intermediate node.
I'll just type it in.
Thighs.
Oh, there we go. Oops, no. Corona. Let me try that again.
Danny Skylark says those are all
Routing.
passed to the
There we go.
lymphatic system that needs to be cleared.
There we go.
She said skin needs to breathe.
Not that one. Let's try that one. There we go. Corona, a coordinate routing system for nanonetworks. What they're doing is they're working with spike proteins as data transfer.
Huh.
So spike proteins are really old.
I don't know why I thought of T cells when you said that.
So yeah, these spike proteins have really good purposes that they can use. But here is Corona, a routing network for routing system for nano networks. And in some of the documents that Sabrina is talking about recently, she's talking about the spike protein. I'll put this one in chat for you guys. Let's see if it'll let me post it. There we go. So Corona and Rona, or we'll call it Rona, is electric. Not from a lab.
Yeah, when it came out with that whole, I'll call it CV, it made me think of, when there's an eclipse, you see the corona or your crown, corona, the crown chakra. That's what it's a lie they came up with to infect your crown chakra, your corona, right? It's affecting the mind. It's a lie. They say round 2 is coming.
Yeah. Oh wow, Danny. I had one of the Morgellons strings come out of my nose once. That was disgusting.
I found one. It was in my arm.
Yeah.
And it was in a cut. I was like, the string was wound up. And, it's kind of hard to explain. Like with the scab, it was like wound up. When I pulled it, it just this long strand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the hell? And when I tried to pull it out, it was like it didn't want to come out. It was like trying to stay attached or something weird. I didn't know what it was back then, though, a few years ago.
Yeah.
Those are the Magellans.
Yeah, that's Morgellons, yeah.
People have recorded them things in the sky, just everywhere, flying just in the sky or landing on stuff. That's...
Yeah, they grow in people too. They self-assemble in you.
I bet as people, we can create a bill to force them to stop spraying. It's already, to me, it's already illegal to do that.
Yeah, it was, Tennessee, I think it was.
Yeah, Tennessee, yeah.
Passed a law about that clean air bill. Yeah,
I've tried to reach out. I've tried to reach out to people to come together and create something like that, but a lot of people say there's nothing we can do. They're already self-defeated.
Yeah.
There's plenty we can do.
Sure there is. Yeah, they're putting it in the food, water, everywhere, right? They've got different like everyone's focused on graphene and that, but they don't need these nanotechnologies to log into your body. It's just a benefit. What they're really after is to get into the brain so they can start augmenting and controlling thoughts. Here, I'll show you. Just from
That's what the movie Venom reminds me of, graphene. Venom, Venom, Venom.
there we go. So this is from the Canadian government. Yeah, biodigital convergence.
Oh,
Just-
they got the one eye.
Yeah, we'll stroll down to just some of their highlights. Let's see. So 3 ways biodigital convergence is emerging. Full physical integration of biological and digital entities. So that means a little AI, really. They want to put little AIs in all of us so that they can communicate with each other more efficiently. Coevolution of biological and digital technologies. So they want our evolution to be driven by AI.
I heard that past.
Hold on a moment.
I've heard our ancestors, all of ours, the great war that happened between the heavens and the earth was. Want me to mute you?
Oh, be right back.
Okay. This great war that happened already is the ancestors already had a technological, like all these. What was that TV show with the vortex they would walk through? I used to watch that show a lot, and they would end up in different worlds. I forgot the name of it. But those same vortex, like the New York City, they have the vortex into Ireland. I think that's all them things were giant, like FaceTime portals.
Be back in about 3 minutes.
No problem. And this tech world already happened, and there was a war, and they had to annihilate it. And they say history repeats itself, so it's going to be the same thing again. Why would anyone want a self-learning computer that has no feelings or anything? That just sounds like devastation to me. Idiocy. These are psychopaths that want to control everything. They think they're going to use technology to achieve. It's going to backfire on them. I just want to live in peace and enjoy the rest of my time here like was supposed to be intended. To have my own experience and not handed an experience by a bunch of psychopathic rulers. Anything these rulers, so-called rulers, have, they either annihilated people and took it, or they reverse engineered somebody else's inventions and not copyrighted it. They patented it and said it was theirs, renamed it. Anything they have, they stole it or conquered people and stole it, right? Nothing they have, I don't think they put together on their own. It's all stolen and copying. It's all these people know how to do. That's about it. I think the major secret is, Peace Joe King, the major secret is to keep us in the loop. That's it. It's a simple secret. Just keep the lies looping. To keep us as dumb as mother effing possible. Perverts. That's funny. Yeah, I played a video, Mr. Obvious, about these phones. Like, I remember when they started giving out Obama phones for free. And I'm thinking, man, all these years I've been paying out of my ass for a fucking phone signal. And right then and there, I knew there was something up with that whole free phone stuff. And now I tell people, my friends, I tell them, you think they're gonna sell you a phone that's unhackable? Come on. This guy's allegedly making the phone that doesn't come from China. It's being built in America, and it's. I played the video. I don't know if I still have it, but it's not a. It's not an iPhone or a Android. It would be nice, man, for if people came together and you know, there's one way I just learned from the armed fisherman, aka what's his name? Anyway, the armed fisherman is in Florida, and a lot of these people that have seats in your town or city aren't even from that town or city, so that automatically means they're fired. You have to live in the town or city to have a seat as mayor or this. Now, I don't even think the mayor of my city lives in the city. You got to find loopholes to start getting rid of these people. Like I said, I'll never accept defeat. It's never too late. I gotta find somebody well versed in laws, land, air, water. They need to be hacked. More like they need to be smacked. These are bullies that, you know, people can't stand up to them because they're always hiding behind security. And people with security are just hated. You know, a real man of the people don't need security around them. But when you're ripping the people off, you're telling lies all the time, you're creating wars, you're gonna need security. Nobody likes you. When you have a phone nearby, the machine can listen, especially with the LEDs that can see too. Yeah, I heard they don't even need to. 'Cause I used to put tape on my camera lenses, and I've also heard they don't need to look through the cameras no more. They can use, like you said, I think it's LEDs or something with the router too. If you got a router in your home, it could use heat signature if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how it works, but I don't know how true all that stuff is. But you best forgot what the name of the movie was that came out in like 2004, and it had to do. The movie was called shit. I gotta look it up. These people were breaking their phones and smashing all the. I'll find it right now.
Sorry about that.
All right. It's cool.
Oh yeah, here's the best part of this. Change human beings, our bodies, minds, and behaviors. I don't know if you guys were on about this at all. Change or create other organisms. Alter ecosystems. Sense, store, transmit, process information. But, you know, change human beings. That's, you know. And then they're going to do democratization. Isn't that wonderful? Decentralization. They're trying to centralize everything now. Now they're going to go for decentralization. No, I don't know. They're sick people.
Doubt it. Yeah.
They're sick people.
Pulse. That's the name of the movie, Pulse.
Oh, I've seen that, I think.
Yeah. Came out in 2004, 2006. And, man, it kind of reminds me of today. They put red tape over the window to stop this entities that were traveling through computers. It was making people commit suicide and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, I haven't seen it. No. Let's see.
I'll put the cover of the movie up here if people want to check it out.
I've got it here. Yeah. That's cool. Pulse.
Yeah.
I thought you said holes.
Pulse.
Pulse. Okay, I'm looking at holes.
There's, I think, a few different pulses, but you want the first one. It'll say 2004, 2006 in that frame. I like the movie. Dominic said he watched it. He's like, he didn't. He's like, well, what's the purpose, right? So, I don't know. Not everyone will get it.
Yeah. So they basically turn people into zombies and get them to kill themselves?
Yeah, they were like stuck in front of the computer. It was like draining them of a soul, right? It was like draining them, the computer, their energy, and they would have no energy, or they were always depressed. It was just like draining them of life.
Yeah.
So
well, that is
realized,
what it's doing.
They realized they had to break their computers, and they were cutting down towers at the end and smashing their phones. And I said, man, this is what we need to do.
Mm.
Or I think the tech could be used as something positive, but it's not. It's being used against us.
Yeah, it could be. We could take that technology, turn it around, and give ourselves the benefits of it. To get rid of it all, you'd have to get rid of. They've got like 2,000 super colliders that we'd have to get rid of. They have Doppler radar, any other radar system. They've got the wireless towers. They've got phones. They've got the all the modems in everybody's house. We're saturated with all the little devices that people walk around with. All the Bluetooth devices. Those are accessible to them at a whim.
I showed people. I got the box still where I bought my headless headphones. It's like a cigarette pack. It says this device will cause cancer.
Yeah, it will. I don't use Bluetooth anything.
Yeah, I do. I'm guilty. I have my headphones. They were $10 headphones.
Yeah, I buy wired. And it's hard now. They're making it harder too because a lot of the new phones don't have a headphone jack. You have to you have to buy an adapter for the bottom to make it work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
they're working on
my
that.
phone has one, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says warning: cancer and reproductive harm. www.p65warnings.ca.gov. I'm gonna go into that website one day, make a video out of it.
Yeah. LEDs can remodel the room. Can model the room in the computer. Yeah, no camera needed, right? That's great, Mr. Robbie. And it can change your DNA too. They can resurface and alter your DNA with the LED lights. Give you seizures.
Yeah, I like how they use the one eye thing here too.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Hi, FE Nation.
Yeah, Flat Earth Nation has a lot of good footage of stars and moon and
Nice. I haven't been able to find. I had a document that explains how they're using us as a power supply for the internet. And I haven't been able to find that one recently. I did show it on one of my shows in the afternoon, but just can't find it right now.
I think the safest place to be is underground. Certain amount of feet you got to travel to escape all this stuff. People say, but I don't want to escape. I don't want to leave. Well, if we ain't going to do nothing about it, why the hell do I want to stick around?
Well, yeah, I do appreciate that idea, but it unfortunately probably won't work. As soon as you move, they know where you are because they've got Doppler movement sensors, right? Doppler's used as a movement sensor. They've been tracking your movements and mimicking those in the computer for 30, 40 years. So you can hide underground. You'd still have to get all the nanotech out of you. So you'd cleanse and all that stuff, get all the nano out of you. They depends on, I guess you'd have to go way, way underground. But as soon as you came up and moved around, they'd sense you. They're sensing everything. The Internet of Things.
Yeah, these people got to go, man. There has to be a way, because that's treason against humanity, period.
Well, yeah.
The problem I see, no disrespect to anyone, is most people are waiting on someone, a savior or a politician, to do something about this when we have the power to do it ourselves. We don't have to wait on anyone. It's up to us.
Yeah, yeah. But people
my
aren't
opinion.
people aren't even aware of what's happening to them. That's one of the biggest problems. They don't know. Like, you show that warning on the side of a Bluetooth thing, but people think, people in their minds, in the back of their minds, they think it's safe because why would they put it out? And that drives it, and they don't understand how damaging all of this technology actually is.
And they're only looking for short-term effects. They're not looking to the long-term effects. They're like, I feel fine. I've been using these for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm talking 6, 7 years down the road.
Yeah. I felt the exact same I've felt all my life, which unfortunately isn't probably what the human experience is supposed to be like.
Man, I don't wake up feeling charged anymore. I just don't have that. I used to wake up and have so much energy.
I used to too, back in the 60s or 70s, and 80s. Come the 90s, though, they started installing a lot of this technology.
I used to get a lot of headaches in the 90s. I didn't know why. They took me to doctors. I mean, my head would pound every day. I didn't know why. And but as soon as I would leave school, I felt better. I don't know. I used to get a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
Could have been the fluoridation of the water, something introduced at that time.
So many
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you said the 90s. I felt my teenage years were, I was born in 81. So my teenage years were in the 90s. And about the early 2000s is when I started to feel the effects of technology. Maybe 2007.
Yeah. If you live long enough, you're bound to get cancer. Not necessarily. That is common, very common.
My mother did.
Yeah. Wasn't common in the past. When I was like 7, I used to read encyclopedias, and even back then, I figured that they claimed we were getting shorter lifespans at the time that the encyclopedia I was reading was written, and African people were getting longer lifespans, and I wondered why, because I thought, you know, we were polluting the hell out of them. We were just dumping our garbage on them pretty much at the time, and they weren't getting sick from it. And then why were we getting all these new diseases and stuff? The only thing I could figure out was our technology of some sort, you know?
I want to be able to test the drinking water and prove, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, make a video about it. Go to the reservoir. Maybe it wouldn't be directly in the reservoir because they're probably using at the pump stations. But I would love to test the tap water and show what's in our tap water, make a video on it, and expose it instead of relying on Google and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of my family, my mother was the only one in my family that ever had cancer, and that was uterine cancer. So
My mom had
not deadly.
ovarian.
Yeah, it was one of those, uterine or ovarian. I can't remember.
It
But,
took my mom out
Oh, did it? Sorry to hear that.
22 years ago. She got the treatments and it just deteriorated her so fast.
Yeah.
All from, they did tests and they said it was from the baby powder she was using, her hygiene product.
Oh, yeah.
J&J.
Yeah. They had, what was it, asbestos in it. Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that. That sucks. Really bad.
Yep. I've had another friend had lung cancer.
Pierce the skin to give me some electrical wave shots. And they went away. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Here's
And I'm sorry to hear that, Danny. That sucks.
super patch. Oh, that's all. Super patch company.
It's obvious that I got my first bag phone in '94, and the battery was the size of a brick. Yeah, I remember getting my first beeper. I thought I was the shit, man, with a little beeper. I ain't even gonna lie, man. We were young, and I would try to like show off and call myself to page myself in front of chicks, thinking I'm important. And
Yeah, I got one. I didn't have one of the big ones. I didn't get a cell phone until, oh gosh, I don't know, really late. But by the time I got it, they had screens and all that kind of stuff on them. So this is a super patch. This is called. These are little patches you put on them so that they can electrify you and give you victory, liberty, and peace. And these are, so get moving. So liberty, get moving like never before. So they're going to give you energy.
do you use these?
No. No, this is like giving proprietary permission for them to log into your body. So what I'm going to find,
Isn't it like, I always wondered the phone. Someone brought that up, like when you're, you download these apps into your phone and it could tell your heartbeat. And people even use them to monitor their sleeping. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, that's going too far.
Well, they are monitoring your sleeping. All you're doing is giving them permission to, really, right?
So they're already doing it without the permission.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're constantly tracking our movement, heartbeat, what we're saying, because they can do that through movement recognition and vibration. So they're tracking what you're saying, who you're interacting, everything. They track
I know they
your
listen
field.
to me.
They watch your field too, your auric field. So.
Because I'm always saying they need to be put in prison. All of them.
Yeah.
They don't like that. Screw the payment. Screw the money they want to pay people for getting, like, look into DuPont and how they paid all them people off. Most of them passed away before they could get a lawsuit. They'll pay you, no problem, because they know they can print the money. But
yeah. See, here they're offering you pain reduction. So deal with pain like never before. They'll get rid of all your pains with a little patch.
Why don't they just get rid of, instead of doing a treatment, get a cure?
Well, they could do that for all of us, really. They could get rid of all of our pain. They could put us in a good mood if they wanted to.
But it's not beneficial.
Yeah, it's not beneficial. Our sleep like never before. Wow. Protect your health like never before. See, they're going to make sure they're going to make sure you never get sick again.
Yeah.
They can do that.
REM sleep.
Focus.
The best sleep of your life.
Yeah. Focus. Study like never before. They can augment your brain. You're going to learn super fast.
Off the lightning bolt.
See, they could do this for everybody. They could. Without these patches.
Yeah, just charge up the water like the copper pipes used to. Get those good minerals.
Since the 70s, they've had the Lily Wave operating in the wires in our house that have been augmenting our emotions, and not in a good way. Always to the negative. They could do it to the positive, but they don't.
You know what I'm grateful for? In the building I live in, there's lead paint still.
Nice.
But it's been covered by other layers of paint. They didn't completely remove it all.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's keeping out most of the...
keep out some. That'd be good.
Yeah, some of it.
Yeah. Liberty, get moving like that. This is sick. Like, they could do this for everybody.
What website is this?
This is the Super Patch. Super Patch Company. I was going to find... Let me go home and I'll find the YouTube video for them. So you can
Problem, reaction, solution, right? They'll sell you the cigarettes. I'll use that for an example. And they'll sell you the nicotine gum, right? They'll sell you anything to keep you sick, but not the cure.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go here. Oops. See, it's all exciting and thrilling, you know? Look at that.
Well, they always make it happy and go lucky. They don't show the end results of 6 years of using it.
Wearable technology in the market. Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super Patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Super Patch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Super Patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate, so you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today and start your health and wealth.
So yeah, they've logged every movement, thought, and everything about you. And if they see something that you want to change, you get a patch, and they'll send you a corresponding signal that'll change that for you. It's that's sick. That's sick. So they've mapped every thought, every positive, negative thought, and they can send it to you. But that patch is basically like the nanotech, nanodust. That's just to get on your skin so that they can log in, because they tighten the network to just below the skin so that it's unhackable, or less hackable. We're still hackable, but yeah. Terrible shit.
Yeah, that worries me a little bit. That's a little bit of the fear that bothers me, is being able to hack your body and maybe give you who knows what, heart attack,
anything, cancers, whatever they want. Right? They told you, they're pretty much telling you in this lineup of shit here, they can give you energy, they can stop you from getting sick.
What would you recommend for flushing out? Like, I heard chlorophyll is very good at flushing out, like the chlorophyll in plants and stuff.
Vitamin C, boron. There's cleansing baths you can do that are generally, they were for like radiation poisoning. But
wait, what was that again? Write this down.
There are baths you can do.
Vitamin C.
Yeah. Oh, to get the what is it? I've got a list of supplements that I take because my wife did get some medications, so she was shedding for a long time. She still may be shedding, but boron. No, she's on a list of supplements that make that not happen.
Boron, B-O-R-O-N.
Yep. Now you can get both forms. There's an oral form you can buy at like a drugstore or a vitamin store, and then there's boron or in borax. It's a washing detergent. I use that for baths with Epsom salts and baking soda. So a cup of each in a bath.
Okay. Try that. Write it down.
Yeah. Now there was a heavy duty cleanse that a friend of mine told me about. You take a pound or like a pound of each. You put it in really, really hot water. I just use those three mix in a regular bath, but this is an extreme version of it. You can take like a pound of each of those, put it in a bath, really hot water. You stay in the water until it gets cold. Then you get out and you do a brushing technique on your skin to flake off that. And I think you rinse again too, but I'm not sure. Danny might know about that one.
I gotta find like I want to. I'm learning that mushrooms.
Let me find out.
Mushrooms heal the body. Trying to get a good tea to replace the coffee, like a good mushroom tea with different types of mushroom. But when I see supplements, it worries me because there's so much additives being put in supplements, or I don't know what's in them. Like I want lion's mane and
Yeah, there are herbal remedies. What about amino acids? We take amino acids. There's supposed to be L-arginine and L-citrulline are good for blood cleansing.
I don't know how to spell that. Holy smokes.
Arginine.
Arginine.
They usually come in
What's the other one?
combination. L-citrulline. Here, give me 1 second. I'll grab that and I can show you.
I learned from this guy Christos that comes here about lion's mane, and when I was looking into lion's mane, I found so many other mushrooms that are good for the body. Even the consumption of marijuana is beneficial. They say it's more beneficial if you eat it than smoke it.
There you go.
I just want to repair my body and start exercising, build up that energy to start working out more, calisthenics and all that. Hold on. I'm going to screenshot that. Hold on. Let me put it on solo layout. Okay. Cool.
There's a good one as well. This is good if you're fasting. Oh.
Okay.
This is, you take this in combination with zinc.
Yeah, because I want to get more iron in my body and
3 milligrams. It's a very small amount you take.
all right.
Yeah.
What's a good vitamin to take for like minerals and stuff for the body?
I take Ormus that I make with sea salt. Sea salt Ormus. I extract it with magnesium, Phillips milk of magnesium, and that has 114 some odd minerals. You can buy it actually. Yeah, you can actually buy that as well as make it. But you can find YouTube videos on making it pretty easily.
Every time I buy herb, I throw a bud in my mouth and eat it. Lately, I've been doing that, and I feel the difference. No wonder they made marijuana illegal for many reasons.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good. So he shows you a couple different ways.
Yeah, there's no, you showed me, you took it off the screen, I don't know if you're trying to show something.
Oh, yeah.
I got a clay that I got a, Sue says she has a clay that's called bentonite clay. You can put it in water and drink it, put it on as a mask in your face, and put it in a bath to detox heavy metals. That's good. There's people that work with the ground, like red clay in South America, and they clay makes them.
Weigh this incredible 4,000.
This guy's got a different technique. Looks like he heats it. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and watch your stream from yesterday. I want to see about the Antarctic bases with Germany. I was there for a while, and then I probably missed that part. Not probably, I did. Monatomic.
Yeah, yeah. You could. That's a different thing. These are monatomic elements, but they're not. When you make like monatomic gold, you put it in acids and alkalis, and you alternate it until it breaks it down. I did it. I did that once. It's a really fun process, but it takes a long time, and it's cool the colors it goes through. It goes through like it starts off as like a ruby red, and then it moves up to like a purple, goes to almost a black, and then it just instantly poof turns to white.
So you practice alchemy?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading about alchemy through this book Manly P. Hall wrote, and I learned so much that alchemy is very important to the human body and staying balanced. I didn't realize how important alchemy was. Even
Yeah, there's some good minerals.
Salt, like salt.
Yeah, the 12 salts.
Yeah.
Yeah. With lion mane mixed in. Oh, neat.
Yeah, you knocked off the picture again. I don't know if you purposely did it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Nothing else to show, really. I was looking for a friend's website, Andromeda 7. They did a series. Maybe I can find them on YouTube. But we did a series of videos just for the website, talking about what's going on and cures for it, supplemental cures, but I can never find it. But when I do, I'll send it to you.
Look into these products here. Or Peace, London.
Yeah. EDTA is good too. You guys can get that. I can't. That's to cleanse of metals. There's one you can buy called Zeolite that's really good, apparently. Hey, London. Good to see you.
Trying to think. Let's see. Do I have any new? Can I show you this picture here?
No, I saw it for a moment.
Somebody took Mona Lisa, cut it in half, mirrored it, put it together. Then if you flip it, of course, it shows an alien. It looks like the alien from that cartoon, the gay alien. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what cartoon that was.
Family Guy, or no, American Dad.
Yes, American Dad.
Yeah. Roger, that's it. Yeah.
Roger. And of all things, man, a gay alien.
Yeah, last night, that's pretty much the shape of the head that I saw last night in Antarctica. Another guy said it was a what did he call it? A fish boy or something. We were looking for non-human bases in Antarctica, and that's actually very similar to kind of the shape. A little more rounded, but very close. But it was translucent. It wasn't dark. It was had very translucent skin.
Trying to get a good picture of Roger. To line it up. Settle for this one. Sort of. It's the best one I could find.
Yeah, it's similar. It is a cartoon, so you know, not a lot of detail.
And it was also done with that King Charles picture. He did the same thing.
I saw that.
I just found out Matt Groening passed away in 2012. I didn't even know.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out how, like, let me look into this Matt Groening guy and see who he's affiliated with, because he just knows too much in these cartoons that are just so predictive programming that, you know, he knows too much.
Yeah. Probably could be on the inside, right? Like even they say George Orwell, and the other writers of those dystopian futures, that they all had inside knowledge.
Because I think it's part of the
stories.
It's like the predictive programming does something to the mind, you know.
Yeah, it's supposed to make you accept it easier.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, you know, when you see something and it surprises you, and you just go through this, like, let's say it's something horrible. I mean, that's not even a word. Horrifying, right? And the next time, let's say you happen again, it won't be that bad. Then again, it desensitizes you. So I think that's why they do a lot of things with repetition. And they'll play these agendas on TV all day, over and over and over, so it becomes normal to the mind. And
yeah,
people aren't as mad anymore. They're like, oh, I'm getting screwed, whatever.
Yep.
Nothing new.
Yeah, I think if we took back these technologies, that would be better. Because they're still useful, but they need to be downgraded and get them out of our bodies. That's one of the most important things, I think. Wonder if they're like they desensitize us in so many ways, getting us fighting with each other. That desensitizes you, makes you think fighting's normal. I know people that say that fighting with their spouse is normal. It's like, no, it shouldn't be. You know, fighting should not be normal for you.
It's very true. Let's see, I got some other pictures I'll throw up I haven't shown. I found some biblical pictures with giant shrooms growing.
Nice.
Now, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it. When they wrote that Bible, they had to be tripping.
Come on, Revelations, you know. Come on.
I don't know what book this is from, but I don't think it's English. I'm gonna try to find this entire book and download it. But you see those giant, they look like some pods of something that's psychedelic. They look like spores of psychedelic mushrooms to me.
Yeah, they do. Or really weird trees.
What's the other ones?
Huh.
Oh yeah, they're in this one. They're on the top left, I think. In that circle with the sun and moon. To me, I don't know. These characters in the Bible to me are just that, characters. I think it's a bunch of stuff mixed in. Bullshit, lies, truth.
In the story of Abraham and Sarah, it says that this is a metaphor. So every generation after Abraham and Sarah are a metaphor. If they're a metaphor.
And I think a lot of these ancient pictures or drawings they show with horns, it's not called the Vihara, I forgot the name of it. I've been saying it wrong. Thor's hammer, electric swords. I think a lot of this stuff are these some sort of frequency weapons. Because they're blowing horns, right, with sound, and it's obliterating stuff. I mean,
yeah, the fachet is definitely a microwave weapon, in my mind.
Like this one.
Maybe that's part of the horn, or they had a device like that, you know?
Because I used to rave a lot and be in studios, and you're standing next to a speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, imagine creating that 20 million fold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll be like Tesla's invention. It'll create earthquakes and.
Yeah, I've done entire shows on the facets. The axe head is more like a bell. Really, should be more like a bell than an axe head. But they show it like an axe head, and here they're showing the bell or the horn causing damage. Right? Maybe it's like they're separating the two bits of knowledge so that you can't put it together. Burning ship.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, Santa Claus's cloak is like the Mosquito mushroom, isn't it? I never say that right, but it's like a mushroom.
That is true. Huh. Yeah, you would have to be on those to see flying reindeer. I mean,
well, the reindeer are important because if you want to, like the reindeer eat them, and then they used to drink the reindeer pee to get high.
Man.
Yeah.
Not to be disgusting, but so I would try it.
So they're an important part of the process because there's a toxin in them that the reindeer can handle, but we can't unless it's dried properly. So yeah, that's what they did.
And another
I imagine it'd be
part,
a different effect, eh?
That's not far from the truth with reindeers in the north, because there's tribes that still live in northern Russia and Siberia and over up in Alaska that herd reindeer still to this day, but they don't fly.
Well, they jump around like crazy when they're on mushrooms.
I wouldn't want to encounter a male deer on mushrooms because them horns, no way.
Mm-hmm.
They might trip out and think you're like some monster. And
Oops, sorry about that.
let's see, do I have any more?
Let's see if this has any.
I gotta find more pictures because I'm convinced that these angels with horns have weapons. And it's just odd how there's a burning stick in this one. They said this was a sighting of a comet, but it looks more like a burning Slim Jim in the sky.
Yeah, I thought it was a ship, kind of.
This thing burning in the sky.
Probably is a ship disguised. Like one of those city ships from the Vedas.
There's a wild picture of elephants with horns for a nose.
Trunks, yeah.
I was watching an elephant eat, and I was just mind blown on how its nose is like a mouth, but yet it has a mouth. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
can,
a nose and a mouth.
Yeah, they can drink through it. Kind of. They suck up water in it and then put it in their mouths. It's like an extra hand, really. Better than a hand. Can do a lot more. Hi,
That
Sean.
is true. I said a mouth because, it would pick stuff up. But yeah, it's more like a hand. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, blemmies.
Yeah, I think blemmies are like genetic mistakes. I don't know. I don't want to say a mistake.
I still think most of us were chimeric creatures in all these things. So I would say a bad chimeric mix that kind of worked out because they survived, right? And remember we were discussing how, like, see how he uses a stick, and the bird people we were looking at, they used a stick. So some of these people had to use like a stick to help them walk. And even the same thing with Roger's mud fossils, like some of the feet were all augmented and changed. I've got one that has a mud fossil that has a bolt in the bottom. Like they bolted something to the bottom of this dude's foot. And other ones, they have springs and shit for the feet. Really bizarre.
When I seen this picture, I said, man, the pieces of rock kind of look like petrified blemmies or some sort of...
Huh. Cool. Yeah, they do. It could be.
Unless those were stone carvings to a castle or something. We have petrified blemmies or whatever.
I don't see why not. They found a cowboy boot that was petrified, so that was like, maybe less than 100 years it took to petrify that. I don't see why they couldn't have. They were probably around during the flood, some of the cataclysms. Those are cool pics. I like the faces.
Pull up. Yeah. I'm still interested in... I forgot to mention these things. I'll just pull them up for weapons. When I found out about the Vihara, spelled Vajara, I think.
Hi, Alchemos. Yeah, alkalized water. Or mineralized, yeah.
I get into little debates with people, and they say, Chuck, there's no evidence of taller people like giants. And I say, I showed a picture of Shaq, and there's this white guy from Europe that was 9 feet tall. So what's another 3 or 4 feet to make 12 and 14 feet people? It ain't. It's not impossible.
It's not a big stretch. I would ask them, what about giant bears and beavers and sloths back 1,200 years ago? A sloth used to be 18 feet tall.
Huh.
A beaver used to be the size of a VW Mini, or one of those bugs. You know.
I believe it. I don't believe it. I think.
Oh, you don't have to believe it. They've got the body parts. They've got the bones. So, you know.
Like people say, what about the bones? Like I remember.
Yeah,
watching some video and they mentioned bones only last, depending on the dirt. I'll give it 100 years before they deteriorate.
Yeah. Depends on the conditions, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Conditions.
Yeah.
Like the condition of the dirt.
Yeah. So if they're in the dry area, or even up north, they've got frozen seals up there that are hundreds of years old and their skin's still on them. They're just freeze dried.
Peace to the chat.
They've got the bones of the giant sloth and giant bears and stuff.
Peace, Alchemos, 83. The Trumpets of Jericho. Yeah, I didn't even know about this until you mentioned it. Well, I knew about it, but I wasn't sure. I forgot what that's called. The
weapon is the fasces.
The fasces, yeah.
Yeah, imagine hooking the fasces up to it. If it's a microwave weapon, imagine hooking that up to the Ark of the Covenant, which I figure would be a huge power source, right? So you just walk around the city with the Ark of the Covenant and a fasces firing at it. You cook in the walls and all the people and everything.
That's what I think the Trumpets of Jericho were, a weapon. Like when they said they seen fire falling from the sky, that could have been anything. Rockets. Back in them days, I think they even had flying ships and all types of crafts.
Yeah, imagine if you cooked up the walls, made them crystalline, and then hit them with sound. Break them right down.
Shatter.
Yeah.
Let's look at these things. I mean, people are already building vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Amazing. Yeah, bells to heal. You can make a bell to hurt, I guess. Right?
Imagine that. Being able to create like that frequency of the boom. So powerful. They probably have. Screw a bomb, like shit. TVs are a greater weapon than the bomb.
Yeah.
It's a blowfish. This is from a map. I took a screenshot of it.
Looks like a parasite.
I thought it was like
little
a
amoeba
blowfish.
with a mean face. Yeah, blowfish. Doesn't have spikes all over it though. You'd think they'd show the spikes.
Is that a snake?
Underneath it? Oh, could be. A water snake, yeah. Maybe the Ark of Covenant had radium in it. Might have, right?
Yeah. Talking about the Ark of the Covenant. This guy had mentioned something that just, my mind was like, Because in my mind, I'm like, how come I never looked at it that way? The Levites were the only tribe that can carry the Ark of the Covenant. And they weren't actual tribe members. They meant levitation carries the
Yeah,
Ark of the Covenant.
I've heard that. Yeah.
And my mind was like, made sense. I said, damn, that's a good decode right there.
Yeah. If that picture we're looking at, if the band at the top and the bottom are magnetic, what you need is a ring magnet at the top and the bottom, and then a case to put over top of it, and a little post out the side, and you've got pretty much got a fasces there. Except the rod in the middle should be iron.
That's where I found this picture, but
yeah, and it's cables, so it really wouldn't work,
yeah.
But
that's what I was gonna say, but I don't know why this was.
Yeah.
With the fascist pictures, but it was.
All right.
I just took it to show people.
Out.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for having me up, Charles.
Yes, thank you, Max.
You have a good day. Much love to you all.
You too. See the chat real quick before I dip out. The arc relates to plasma. It might be a field regulator. Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant, I think, was some sort of I don't know, maybe like a battery that you would put in a pyramid or something, or something to create energy in one of those cathedrals or pyramids or temples or somewhere. It was probably for like a what do you call it in places to create energy. Some sort of battery or crystal or something was in there, but it was so heavy they needed to use levitation to carry it. Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant. I don't think it's with the K either. I think it's an arc like power or energy. The Ark of the Convenient. The Ark is convenient. A covenant, right? What's a covenant? Like a group of people? A covenant could be a city. And that box was the ark. It was needed to create the ark to power the covenant. I don't know. Just saying. I've been liking your videos, Alchemos, man. You put that in people who have some skills. They express their art and their rhymes. I like it. I want to know whose album you were playing the other day. Talking about microwaves, I've taken apart a microwave and took the battery out, and for some reason that magnet has lost its magnetic ability. Mr. Traumatic, that's his name. Write that down. I listen to his music. It's like listening to one of my favorite MCs, like Method Man or Prodigy, Sean Price, somebody lyrical, Killer Priest. It makes my creating ability start flowing. I'll have some new music coming real soon. I'm working on nothing but positive messages. I have a few songs with some negativity in it, but hey, you gotta balance shit out. I personally don't think either can exist without each other. Dr. Dimensional, that's a fire name. I have to do a good presentation on Thor's hammer. I did one a long time ago, but I'm gonna put one together. Thor's hammer, the Vihara, the Ark of the Covenant, these trumpets these alleged angels are using, or angles, angels on an angle, shooting freaking frequency trumpets. Let's see, what did that say about Jericho? Definitely a resemblance there, in my opinion. We all know that according to Joshua, the walls of Jericho fell after Joshua Israelite is Ra God? Nah, Israelite is the Ray light. I would hope so. Their army marched around the city blowing their trumpets. Yeah. People probably think they used real trumpets. Which is a possibility if people were 14 feet tall and they had these giant trumpets and you had a little itty bitty house made out of sticks, then yeah, it might be possible. But other than that, but yeah, let me dip out of here. Peace out, everyone. This was a fire build, and I'll check you out tomorrow. Much love and respect. Have a great day, and I'm out like Trout drinking the Guinness Stout.